Second week of Pride Month, but the T is still missing from the national LGBTQ monuments like Stonewall. And there's still no resolution as to whether national documents like passports can use an X marker. In part 2 of our Pride Month series, Eileen Palmer and photojournalist Vicki Shields take a look at what transgender people say is an effort to erase their existence.
I ended up having a male gender marker put on my license.
Taylor Hubbard is trans masculine, but was born female. Late last year, Hubbard was able to put male on a New York State driver's license.
At the time, I was like, fantastic. But now every other document I have says female on it still.
But U.S. passports for trans people are in limbo right now when it comes to using an X marker or a sex different than the one at birth. President Trump issued an executive order in January requiring that passports match the sex assigned at birth. A federal judge has blocked the order, leaving things up in the air. Ali Bohm with the New York Civil Liberties Union says there's a workaround if you need to fly domestically while the courts figure this out.
One of the things that people have been doing is going out and getting a real ID now in New York and in other states that will recognize their gender identities so that they have an accurate gender marker.
Why does gender identity on legal documents matter to Hubbard?
It is helpful to have a document that says and affirms who I am. So if I go to a bar and I am dressed up very masculine and they see my driver's license and they see female, at that point they now know I'm trans. And so it can also be a safety issue.
Robert Vitelli, the CEO of the LGBT network, says the passport issue is just another way the Trump administration is trying to erase transgender people. The T and the Q have already been wiped from the National Parks website, which includes the Stonewall Monument in Greenwich Village.
The removal of LGBT from federal websites, that's an attack. And we, as an LGBT community, feel that because we know that that's central to who we are as our existence. This country was based upon freedom and really freedom of religion. And what we're seeing is a rollback of true American values in terms of who we are.
The Trump executive orders, however, are supported by those who see American values differently.
The Republican side lines more so with what the Bible says, in terms of eliminating abortion, in terms of getting rid of the LGBTQ, in terms of freedom of speech.
We just want to be here and live our lives and be free.
Eileen Palmer, Pix 11 News.